Question 1. If alpha is not equal to beta, but alpha squared is equal to 5 alpha minus 3 and beta squared is equal to 5 beta minus 3, then the equation having alpha upon beta and beta upon alpha as its roots is. We have four options as usual. The first thing that we do is we note that alpha is not equal to beta. Okay, that is given in the problem. But they are also giving us that alpha squared minus 5 alpha plus 3 is equal to 0, and at the same time beta squared minus 5 beta plus 3 is also equal to 0, which is based on these two equations. So we can conclude that because we have alpha squared minus 5 alpha plus 3 and beta squared minus 5 beta plus 3, both these expressions being equal to 0, we can conclude that alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation x squared minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0, because we know that any quadratic equation always has two roots. The roots may be equal, but the quadratic equation never has more than two roots. Okay, so the moment we get the equation of which alpha and beta are the roots, we use the formulas for the sum, which is minus b upon a, so that will be 5, and the product, which is c upon a, which is 3, because in this quadratic equation a is equal to 1, b is negative 5, and c is equal to 3. Okay, so once we get a, b and c for the quadratic equation under consideration, let us now go to the required quadratic equation. Okay, they are saying that the roots of this quadratic equation are alpha upon beta and beta upon alpha. So now we will try to find the new quadratic equation. Okay, we know that its roots are alpha by beta and beta by alpha. Yes, so can we now find the product of these two roots? Simple. Alpha and beta, well, the roots are alpha by beta and beta by alpha, so their product will be equal to 1. Beta beta alpha alpha will get cancelled, so the product is equal to 1. Yes, and if you add these two roots, alpha upon beta plus beta upon alpha, then after taking the LCM you will end up getting alpha squared plus beta squared cross multiplying divided by alpha beta. Okay, so this is now a symmetric function of the roots. And now what we are going to do is we are going to try to express this symmetric function in terms of the sum of the roots and the product of the roots, okay, of the original quadratic equation. So to do that, we make the following modifications in the numerator of the quadratic equation. We write alpha squared plus beta squared as alpha plus beta bracket squared minus 2 alpha beta. Okay, you can easily check that. This is basically a plus b the whole squared. Now, do we know alpha plus beta or the sum of the roots? Yes. Sum of the roots is 5. That is what we concluded here. Sum of the roots is 5 and the product of the roots is 3. So let us substitute these values. 5 squared minus 2 into 3 upon 3, which will be 25 minus 6 upon 3, or 19 by 3. So what did we just now conclude? We concluded that for the new quadratic equation, the sum of the roots, this is not alpha plus beta, this is alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. Okay, that sum is equal to 19 upon 3 and the product is equal to 1, which can be written as 3 by 3. Okay, so once we have the sum and the product for the new quadratic equation, we can actually form it, correct? Because the product of the roots is always c upon a, and the sum of the roots is always minus b upon a. Okay, now observe that the sum and the product have denominators 3. So we can conclude that a is equal to 3, and because c by a is 1, the product c must be equal to 3. Okay, and we have minus b upon a as the sum of the roots. Okay, so minus b is equal to 19, which means b must be equal to minus 90. So substitute these values in the standard form of the quadratic equation. You will get 3x squared minus 19x plus 3 equal to 0, and that is option A. Okay, 3x squared minus 19x plus 3 equal to 0, so that is option A. But we have successfully solved this problem, but there is one more thing that I want to tell you. You can actually skip this entire process of solving the problem if you observe the following. Quite often it so happens that we do not read the options. Okay, we just read the problem and start solving it. Okay, but this MCQ can also be solved by a shortcut method, but this depends on the options. Okay, we note that the product of the roots of the new quadratic equation is 1. Okay, this is what we see because the roots are alpha by beta and beta by alpha. So जर तुम्ही product घेतलात तर तो येणार आहे 1. Now if you check the options, there are 4 quadratic equations. Yes, let us check B. What is the product of the roots? C upon A minus 3 upon 3, that is minus 1. So that is not equal to 1. Let's go to option C. Again the product is C upon A minus 3 by 3, so again minus 1. Yes. What happens with option D? The product of the roots is 3 upon 1, or that is equal to 3. So out of these 4 options, only option A has product of its roots equal to 1, 3 upon 3. Options B and C have product of roots negative 1, and option D has product of roots as 3. So because only option A has product of roots equal to 1, it is option A. So here we have skipped this entire solution, okay, that is finding the expression for the or the value of the sum of the roots of the new quadratic equation, then rewriting the product as 3 by 3 and getting the actual equation, only because there was only one quadratic equation in the options which had product of roots equal to 1. Okay, so keep this habit of reading the options. Now this question had come in 2002, and at that time there was no JEE main. There was this examination called All India Engineering Entrance Examination, okay, which was popularly called as AIEEE. But in the recent years, AIEEE has been discontinued and it has been replaced by, or it has been renamed as JEE Main. Okay, so whenever you see the year appearing in the problem, that is basically the AIEEE year, and whenever it is JEE Main, the problem actually mentions it is a JEE Main question.